welcome to girls varsity volleyball between the visiting Joseph Case High Cardinals and your Apponequet Lakers. My name is Zach McMahon. I'm on the call with Matt Shinney behind the cam today. The Cardinals having a great season so far, 9-1 coming into the match. Meanwhile, the Apponequet Lakers, they come in at 4-7. Definitely want to pick up some wins in the month of October here at on October 1st, 2025. This is starting lineups. First for your first for the Cardinals, it's going to be Madison Silva, Kayla Dowdle, Madeline Patello, Aubrey Terrific, Olivia Santos, and Will Andrade, and libero is Madison Mendonca. The Cardinals take the first point off the opening stanza. Meanwhile, for the Lakers, it's Elise Horton, Alyssa Bouillier, Riley Fiano, Molly McCarthy, Chloe DeRoche, Chakaya Long, with the libero being Sophia Mendez. So Cardinals take the second point. It's going to be, was received by Fiano, going towards our stands right here on the near side. Be a service ace. It's a good dig by Mendez on the serve. Gets over to the near side. Bouillier gets over to McCarthy, over to Horton in the center. Too much power. It's going to be over the back line, out of bounds. Cardinals rolling with the first 4 points of the set. Goes outside the line. That's going to be a free point for the Lakers. They're first. Fiano go back to serve. Be receiving the serve by Cardinals, and it reaches inside. So good kill by the Cardinals side, 5-1. Mendez receives a serve from Case. This is Fiano off the feed from McCarthy. And the kill. Looks like that was Kayla Dotto with the kill on Cardinals side, 6-1. Touched the little bar on the side, marking the out of bounds, so they'll give that one to Case. With McCarthy touching it from, I think it was DeRoche on that one. Mendez receives it, gets over to McCarthy, back to Mendez, sends it over. He's going to get it over. Fiano over to McCarthy, over to Horton, who gets blocked. Fiano recovers, however. Fiano over to McCarthy. Mendez looking to send across court, and she does. A good dig on the Cardinal side. Mendez Gets it back over to McCarthy, over to Boudier on the far side. They go to the near. Mendez starts once again. Horton. Saying Horton may have held on to that. So that's what they're saying. Gave the Cardinals the point. A very good set regardless, however, by both teams. The Roche reception goes into the stands, so it's going to be service ace. Fiano trying to dig it. Will not fall. It's 10-1. Very good start by a very good Cardinals team. Another back-to-back service aces. This time, they'll roll out of bounds. It'll be an error. Looks like Sunnison's about to come in. Actually, they might switch out for Richards. I guess nobody else is coming in. So service error, 10-2. It's going to be DeRoche serving it for the Lakers. Both Richards and Sunnison are heading in. Being subbed out are Boulier and DeRoche. If Richards back to serve. So a little bit of confusion, but did get resolved. Go on the near side in the kill. Looks like that was Alana Martinez. Wearing number 7 for the Cardinals. It's 11-2. A dig by Sunnison gets over to Richards, over to Horton in the center. A good block by Horton. Case able to recover. A dig by Sunnison. Wow. Attempted block. Sunnison backs up. Mendez sends it over cross court. Gets over to Fiano. Over to Richards with the kill. Elise Horton with a big point here. Trying to cut the deficit. Horton back to serve. Kyle Long just came in for Mendez. He sends it over. Horton over to McCarthy. It's going to get over to Sunnison. And that'll be attack error as goes over the back line. Looks like Mendez comes back in for Horton. Very big kill to get point number 3. Mendez receives the serve. Richards off to, looks like Jakai Long tapped it. Jakai Long gets blocked. Lakers send it back. McCarthy sends it over. They were able to recover. Mendez receives the attack. Gets over to Sorensen. Sorensen got blocked. Richards recover. And another point for the Lakers. Very good recovery after blocks. Worked very hard for that point. McCarthy back to serve. And he'll hit the net. Free point for the Cardinals. Isla Malin just came in for the Cardinals. Mendez sends it to the roof. Richards tried to get it up. Land in the stairs in the stands. So that'd be 14-4. Mendez ducks for it. Very good decision. Goes over the back line. As it'd be a 3-point. So both Sonison and Richards get subbed out. DeRoche and Boulier back in. Sonison also on the Apponequet softball team as well. And good kill by the Cardinals. Like, trying to see who that was. Cadence Medeiros back to serve for the Cardinals. Goes back. Looks like that was Fiato who just sent it over. McCarthy sends it over the far side to Boulier. A block goes back for the Cardinals. And too much power. Giving Apponequet a free point. Cuts the deficit to 9. Jakaya Long gets subbed out for Elise Horton. Mendez, low serve. Be a free point for the Cardinals. They're up by 10. It's 9 points away from taking the opening set. McCarthy over to Horton. Horton able to get the Cardinals to touch it before it goes out of bounds. Another kill due to Horton. Looks like it's Friano back to serve for the Lakers. Dig for the Cardinals. DeRoche from McCarthy to Boulier on the far side. Boulier over to McCarthy, he sends it over. Cardinals could have let it go. It looks like it was heading out of bounds. McCarthy with the kill, dual hand touch. It's 16-8. Fiano back to serve. Dig to send it over. Elise Horton sends it back. Boulier sends it over. And then the kill. Dowdle appears to be the kill. Meanwhile, Alana Martinez comes back in for the Cardinals. Mendez could have been let go. It could have hit out of bounds. Try and dig it up. McCarthy over the Boulier. Case receives the attack. Goes in between Mendez and DeRoche. It's going to be 19-8. Apponequet putting a little more fight to their game after suffering a 10-1 run earlier in the set. It's like Sonson and Richards are going to come back in. Looks like this is going to be the theme in set 1. having both Richards and Sonnerson come in at the same time. At least that's what it looks like. And another big kill by the Cardinals. That's Dowdle. They're just 5 points away from the ending the set. Looks like it's Dowdle back to serve. It's 20-9. He's going to send it over. Horton received it. It's like an attack error by the Lakers. It's going to be 21-9. Just barely over. Horton sends it down low. It's going to be timeout Lakers. So Pontiac got swept by Somerset Berkeley on Monday. It was after a 2-game winning streak. They've had 2 pairs of 2-game winning streaks last Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday against Dighton Rehoboth, and Friday a down in Fall River against Durfee High. Cardinals just 3 points away from ending the set. You look to put it away here. Richards receives, gets over to McCarthy. McCarthy feeds Horton. Fiano, Horton sends it over. And the attack hits the net. 22-10. It's like they'll send Horton back to serve. Jakaya Long gets subbed in for Mendez. It's like whenever Horton serves, her serve gets blocked. Jakaya Long comes in. It's like the backup blocker on the front line. Mendez just comes back in for Horton. 23-10. Richards receives. Mendez over to Sunnison. And it's going to be set point for the Cardinals. Here we go. Richards over to McCarthy, over to Jakaya Long, which will give the Cardinals the opening set, 25-10. We will be back with set 2 here on LakeCAM. All right, we're about to be back with set 2. So, Cardinals take the first set, 25-10. They dominated that first set. However, the Lakers did put some fight in the middle of the set. After the 10-1 run to start the set. Pontiac will serve. Mendez back to serve for the Lakers, and here we go. It's set 2. This goes over. Case receives. It's going to go over. McCarthy over to Fiano. Horton. It blocked, so it lands inside. It's going to be a block error. So Lakers take the first point off the set. Mendez barely goes over, just enough for a dig for the Cardinals. McCarthy tried to send it to her team, but would not fall. It's going to be tied at 1. The first tie of the game. Mendez gets over to Roche. DeRoche back over to Horton. They send it to the middle. Mendez over to McCarthy, over to Fiano. Horton gets blocked. Cardinals, and then they'll get the kill. So Kayla Dowdle with the kill as Cardinals take the lead. And service ace by the Cardinals. It's like that's Willow Andrade. So it appears. It's Willow Andrade. Back to serve. She got the ace. 3-1. Mendez tried to receive it. Be another ace for. Say she's a freshman. Another ace for the freshman. Boulier receives the serve. Horton sends it over with a little air in it. Too much power. Goes over. Got to be a point for the Lakers. It's Fiano back to serve for the Lakers. It's 4-2. Cardinals receive. Gets over to Dowdle. Dowdle with the kill. So Alana Martinez just came back in for the Cardinals. McCarthy tried to send it off of the net after the feed from Mendez falls short. It's going to be 5-2. Horton gets over to Mendez. And they'll give it to the Cardinals. It's 7-2. Madeline Botello back to serve. Horton. Mendez back to Horton in the center. A good bump by Fiano. Fiano, actually it was Boulier. Horton off of McCarthy. And goes over. It's going to be 7-3. Sonison and Richards come back in the game. Richards will be back to serve. It's going to be an ace for Richards. It's 7-4. Go a little bit longer. Dowdle. So, Dowdle with a point. It's going to probably be an attack error by the Lakers. It's 8-4. Looks like it's going to be Dowdle back to serve. Dowdle gets subbed out. Looks like Chikai Long gets subbed back in. Horton back to serve for the Lakers. Mendez out. And it's going to be point for the Cardinals. Once again, Mendez comes back in for Horton. Definitely a pattern for Lakers. Madison Silva back to serve for the Cardinals. Richards gets it over to Long. Jakaya Long with the kill. Off the feed from Richards. It's 9-6. McCarthy back to serve. A dig by the Cardinals. Goes off the net. Mendez lets it go. It'll be 9-7. Pontiac inching closer. Cardinals received the serve. And the kill by the Cardinals, it's gonna be Martinez. Martinez will be subbing out. Subbed out by Elias Silva, who goes back to serve. It's 10-7. Richards unable to reach it. Ace for Silva. A very good dig by Sunnison. Another dig by Mendez. That might count as it'll count as a kill by Jakaya Long. So put a lot of air in that one. Looks like DeRoche and Boudier will come in for Sunnison and Richards. DeRoche back to serve. It's 11-8. And Cardinals send it over. Pontiac unable to get it out. Let's see who that was. Cadence Medeiros subs in and goes back to serve for the Joseph Case Cardinals. Goes back over to Fiano off the feed from McCarthy. Mendez. The ball reaches one of the banners. Looks at the boys tennis banner. It's, Mendez from Boudier, sorry, DeRoche. Boudier sends it over. McCarthy over to Fiano. It's back to Boudier on the near side. Case looking to send it over. It's like they might be getting Jakaya Long. It looks like she did hit it twice in a row. It's 14-8. Fiano tried to receive it. It goes under. It'll be an ace for Medeiros. It's 15-8. Cardinals once again running away. Mendez Goes back to McCarthy. Back to Mendez. Sends it over. And it goes out. It's 15-9. Medeiros will be subbing out for Olivia Santos. Meneza Mendonca, the libero, subs in. Mendez's serve hits the net. Service error. It's going to be 16-9. Looks like Alana Martinez was about to come in, but she goes back. Mendez receives the serve, goes back to Mendez from McCarthy. Mendez attack hits his net. Attack error by Mendez. 8 points away from taking set 2. Mendez sends the serve in between the stands on the other side. This looks like Chakaya Long was supposed to come in, but instead they sent Kalamuthi. Mendez is out. Should have subbed out. Kalamuthi receives the serve. It goes under. It'll be probably go down as another ace. Cardinals do another substitution. It's Julia Lloyd coming in for Dowdle. Just Cardinals just running away with this. Another service ace to their name. It's going to be Fiano over to Boudier, over to Kalamuthi. Looks like the Lakers touched it out of bounds. Hold on. Actually, it's like it was Cardinals sent it out. It's Pontiac. Hold on. Now it is a Pontiac point. It's 20-11. The serve hits the net. It's 21-11. It's like Isla Malin comes in. Kill will go to Elise Horton. Sonenson and Richards coming back in for DeRoche and Boudier. Kalamuthi, also on the JV team, come in before the varsity matches. She's been the libero for that team. Meanwhile, let's see if ball went out of bounds. So it'll be a point for the Lakers. Richards back to serve. Horton with the block. Lakers starting to come back. Cardinals just 4 points away from going 2-0. The attack error by the Cardinals hits the net. It's 21-15. Case receives his serve. Another attack error. This time, it was Patello. This is getting good here in Lakeville. Richards sends it over. Looks like it was Richards who touched it. McCarthy sends it over from Horton. Sonnison sends it back. Kalamothi trying to track it down. Will not. It's going to be 22-16. Cardinals point. They'll send Mendonca back to serve. Richards receives it. Gets it over to McCarthy. Over to Horton. Horton with the kill. Just before the back line. It's 22-17. Looks like it's going to be Horton back to serve. Jakaya Long back in. Kyle Muthi goes to the bench. Sonnison with the sends it over. McCarthy. Attempted block by McCarthy and Long goes inside their zone. Probably be a block error by the Lakers. It's 23-17, just 2 points away from making it 2-0. Fiano sends it to the roof, and it is set point for the Cardinals. 24-17. Fiano receives the serve, gets over to McCarthy, over to Long. Receives the attack, Cardinals. Lakers tap it out of bounds, and that will do it. It's set to 25-17. The Cardinals go 2-0. We'll be looking for the sweep in the next set. We'll be back here on LakeCAM. All right, we are back with set 3. Cardinals looking for the sweep. Lakers would have to push it to set 5 if they want to have a chance of upsetting the Joseph Case Cardinals. On the floor right now for the Lakers, looks like it's going to be Kai Long subbing out for Mendez. So it's going to be Mendez, DeRoche, Fiano, Horton, McCarthy, and Boulier all on the court to start the third set. Cardinals looking to make it the final set. McCarthy sends it backwards on. And Horton with the block. Fiano maybe on the assist. Fiano back to serve. Mendonca received it, but Fiano will get the ace. Fiano gets received by the Cardinals, and Cardinals put it in the spot for their first point of set 3. So Martinez comes back in the game for the Cardinals. Mendez off the feed, goes back to Mendez. Serve, the attack, low, hits the net for Martinez. So it'll be an error charge on her. Richards and Sunnison come back in. Richards back to serve. And the attack will go out of bounds. Another attack error by the Cardinals. Lakers with a strong start to set 3. They look to avoid being swept. Donald with a kill. The Lakers unable to recover. So Juliet Lloyd comes back in. Mendonca back to serve for the Cardinals. Richards tried to send it over to McCarthy, who's unable to get it up. It's going to be 4-3. They cut it to 1. Mendonca looking to tie it on the next play. Fiano gets over to McCarthy. McCarthy over to Sunnison on the far side. Fiano, a nice play by Sunnison. Trying to go back to get it up. She will not. It was a nice save by Sunnison, but that was not enough. The attack will fall into their zone. We're tied at 4 between Cardinals and the Lakers. Go over to the center. Mendez over to McCarthy, over to Horton. Double touch. Cardinal side. It'll be probably attack error by the Cardinals. Mendez once again gets subbed out. Lakers retake the lead. Horton back to serve. Horton, two-hand touch, gets over to McCarthy. Horton will send it cross court. Mendonca receives the attack. Shakaya Long trying to get it up. Will not find it. We're tied at 5. Mendez will be coming in for Horton. Tied at 5. Richards gets over to McCarthy. Back to Long, who sends it over. Mendez received the attack. Will not find a teammate, however. And the Cardinals take the lead. Their first lead of set 3. Richards over to Long. Patello starts the attack for the Cardinals. Shakira Long sends it over. Patello with a save. But they'll give it to the Lakers. We're tied at 6. McCarthy back to serve. Go to the far side. Mendez over to McCarthy. Over to Sunnison with the kill. Lakers retake the lead. McCarthy back to serve. Mendez, off of her teammate, sends it over. A block. McCarthy hits it down low. Cardinals tied at 7. It's going to be Leah Silva back to serve for the Cardinals. Sonneson hits it back. Cardinals retake the lead. Richards sends it over. A tag team. They get the kill. Cardinals take their first 2-point lead of the set. Richards, McCarthy, over to Fiano on the far side. Looks like that's Pacello. Once again, Mendez gets over to Fiano. Fiano sends it over. Looks like Richards touched it. Probably would have hit out of bounds if she had not, resulting in a Laker point. It's 10-7. 3 straight points for the Cardinals. Timeout, Lakers. The Lakers will be facing Durfee right here on 6 o'clock on Friday. So this is their one and only time facing the Cardinals this season. It's unlike their other conference opponents. Cardinals being one of the top teams in the state right now. Richards over to McCarthy, over to Sonneson. Sonneson reaches in. Sonneson and Richards get subbed out by Boudier and DeRoche. Cardinals looks like they hit it out of bounds. That's what they're saying. It's be Lakers point. DeRoche back to serve. Mendaka receives. Chakai Long sends it over. DeRoche looks like he'll land in the stands. Joseph Case point. Dowdle comes back in the match. It's going to be Darrows back to serve. He just subbed in. Chakai Long with the kill. Or maybe it's the Cardinals with the block error. Mendez back to serve. Chakai Long gets subbed out. Mendez looking to tie it at 11. But she will not. It will hit the net. 3-point for the Cardinals. And Pacello sends it over with the kill in the open space. It's 13-10. Mendez starts the attack. McCarthy over to Horton, but Cardinals block it. It's 14-10. Friano gets it over to Horton. Back to Mendez. So DeRoche touched it out of bounds. Still Friano sends it towards us. That'll be a point for the Cardinals. An ace by the Cardinals. I think that is maybe Leah Silva back to serve for the Cardinals. Kalamuthi coming in for Fiano. Mendez goes back from McCarthy. Dowdle sends it over. They're going to go back to Botello. Attempted block by Horton. Kalamuthi gets over to McCarthy. Over to Horton, sends it over. Botello. Dig by Mendez. Mendonca. They'll eventually go back to the Cardinals. A very good set by the teams. Cardinals once again running away with this. Mendez over to McCarthy, over to Horton. And they'll give it to the Lakers. Richardson, Simonson coming back in. Emma Guerrero in for the Cardinals. I think that is maybe her first action of the game. So looks like Fiano is coming back in for Kalamuthi. Sonison and Richards once again subbed out. 3 substitutions on the Lakers side. Fiano back to serve. It's 18-11. Botello sends it back over to Mendonca. McCarthy over to Horton. Mendonca sends it over to Mendez. Mendez over to McCarthy. Horton's in the line. It's a kill by Horton. Makes it, cuts it to 6, 18-12. Mendonca over to Botello. Mendez over to McCarthy, over to Horton. Sends it down on our own zone. Martinez will come back into the game for the Cardinals. 6 points away from ending the match for the Cardinals. Horton off of McCarthy. Martinez with the kill. Bounces off of McCarthy. Lands by the stands, the student section here. Boudier. Sorry, DeRoche sends it towards our stance. McCarthy gets over to Horton. If Fiano touched it, likely would have gone out of bounds, so that would be a point for the Cardinals. Looks like it's Botello back to serve for the Cardinals. Just 3 points away from ending this here tonight. McCarthy over to Horton. Horton with the kill. Lakers not giving up. Richards and Sunson back in. Once again. Richards back to serve. Lakers have uphill to climb if they want to extend the game. And it lands inside. It'll be a kill by the Cardinals. Looks like Daddle is going to be coming out. So it appears. Julia Lloyd was supposed, she came in, but they're going to sub her out for Cassie Blale. McCarthy over to Sunnison, reaches out of bounds, and it's match point for the Cardinals. Mendez, and that will do it here. The Pontiac Lakers get swept by the Joseph Case Cardinals. They move to 10-1 on the season, while the Lakers move to 4-8. They will be looking to bounce back on Friday against Durfee. My name is Zach McMahon. I'm on the call, and Matt Shinney behind the cam. Thank you and good night.